Hello, good morning. The red hair must mean that I am not in work today. So what I thought I'd do is I'd do a full day of eating as someone with type 1 diabetes and show you the little tips and tricks that I use to help keep my blood sugar under control. And I think people are quite nosy, aren't they, with what people eat? So that's what I'm going to be showing today in this video. Yesterday I spent most of the day on a paddleboard, so I'm actually looking forward to a day of not doing much at all today, so hopefully I'll be able to crack through some admin. And yeah, let's get started with our first meal of the day, which I start every day. It's not really a meal. Just a big, what are we calling this? A jug? A container of water, a lot of water. I like to rehydrate in the morning, so that's what we're gonna do now. Breathe through your nose, that's the trick. Over to the fridge, and there's a bit of brie right there. A little, like, old bit of brie. I'll probably still use that, I'm not going to chuck that away, it's good stuff. So just behind you guys is, oh, excuse me, is this, which I then take in the morning. So this is Simprove, and it is a live and active water-based bacteria food supplement with sweetener. Gross, I know, but I got this free when I went along to a gut health event that was done by the Mac twins, and from that moment when I started trying this, I just found that, like, my stomach felt loads healthier and I just felt better generally. So I thought it might have something to do with this. It's a little bit pricey. This bottle's around £20 and it lasts about a week, so I'm gonna give it another week and then I might try a week off it, and if I feel worse then, you know, I'll invest and get some more. But until then, that is what I'm gonna be having next. So it's like a prebiotic or a probiotic, or it's gross, it's horrible. 1, 2. So next would usually be a cup of coffee. I've got my own coffee machine right here, which I love to use, but haven't got any right now. I've run out. So this morning it's going to be a green tea. So while we're waiting for the green tea to boil, it's time to test our blood sugars with the water to boil to then make the green tea. So if you don't know what this is a blood glucose monitor. This one actually connects to an insulin pump that I have plugged into my body all the time. So what I'll do is I'll just use this finger pricker to get a little bit of blood out of my finger. There we go. There's a nice little spot there. Drop it onto here. Now, because I did so much exercise yesterday, I'm wondering if I'm going to be a little low. 4.9. So that's good. See, that's green. That is a touch too low. That's too low to drive. You have to be above 5 to drive. But 4.9 is good for me right now. That means I calculated my dinner right, and I took the right insulin for my dinner. So let's keep this positive streak going. A nice big cup of green tea in a Sports Direct mug. Comment below if you've got one, or you had one, or you've got one at work. I had this at university, I think. Where did they come from? Did we get them free? Because I don't know who's buying a big cup with Sports Direct on the front. Surely we got these free somewhere. I don't remember. Anyway. In goes the boiling water. And then after that, another unusual thing, another thing that I got from the Gut Health Fair festival thing that the Mac twins did is this, Bimuno Daily. Now this is fibre. yeah, so this just helps you to digest your food. Just a bit of So I think what a lot of us don't get enough of in our diets is fibre. I know I'm probably not eating as much vegetables as I probably should. I honestly give it my best shot, but you know, you can never get it all in, can you? It's hard to, you know, remember to go to the shop and buy actual fresh food. So that just goes into a tea in the morning. Can you see that? It's really, really dissolved. It sort of instantly disappeared. Oh, actually no, there's a lump of it there. But a little bit of a stir and that will disappear, dissolve. Oh, I went and got a spoon, and by the time I'd got the spoon, it'd gone. There you go then, there's your proof. So that is how I start my morning. It's a bit more of a routine than we had previously. There was just sort of like wake up, drink some water, start eating. But now that's what I do. I hydrate, I ingest bacteria and fibre, and then in a bit, we'll get down to some actual eating, shall we? Because my blood sugar is like pretty good this morning, I don't want to like do anything to mess that up, so I'm gonna stay low carb this morning, and I'm gonna have an omelette, which has 0 carbs. I would usually have some sort of spinach, definitely some cheese, so I'm gonna put the cheese in, but I don't have any spinach. I do, however, have some kale, which is almost spinach, so that'll do. A kale and cheese omelette. Unusual, but I think it'll work. Yeah. Special milk. Do you know what's gross? That milk is apparently off, like it said. Said the 13th of May on the milk, but it smells fine, so I don't want to waste it. It's currently June, by the way. That's why that's gross. It's currently June. The milk said it went off in May, and it smells great, so I'm not going to throw it away. It's a handful of cheese. Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. Just on one side, because then it'll flip over, won't it? Will do. Right. Flip it over. Ah, no, that was always so perfect. Oh well. I said I was going to flip it, so let's flip it. I mean, it's alright, isn't it? Okay, omelette is done. Let's just do a bit of a blood sugar test to see how we're getting on. So remember, it was 4.9 before. It's a little bit later. I had a green tea which got some caffeine in, which could raise it, and also like not eating could raise your blood sugar a little bit too, because your body breaks down or releases stored glucose in there somewhere, so that releases it into your bloodstream to give you a little bit of energy. So let's see how this is doing. It's hard to get blood out today. Right. Okay, so up or down, what do we think? Higher or lower? Well, if you said higher, you are right. 6.7. So that's quite interesting, actually. So I've not eaten any food, but from waking up at 4.9, my blood sugar has risen to 6.7. Now, that could be one of two things. It could be the dawn effect, which is where, for no reason whatsoever, your body just decides to raise your blood sugar in the morning, and there actually is a reason. It's something to do with cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which can increase your body's blood sugar level, I think, as a response to sort of try and get you energy or that sort of thing. Or it could be, like I mentioned before, it could be my body releasing stored glucose into my system to give me some energy. Now, if I'd have woken up at 6, I'd have probably been, 8 or 9 now, which is something that I'd need to correct or bring it down. So that just goes to show how much careful management is needed just sort of from waking up until breakfast time. But I'm going to shut up talking now because my omelette stopped steaming. Does that mean it's cold? Good. I'm on the hunt for some snacks. And what I typically go for when I need to keep my sort of blood sugar stable. I mean, I love to smash down a load of Doritos or something like that, but that would require insulin, which I don't really want to give myself right now. I'm doing fine without it today. So what I'm going to have is a handful of cashew nuts. You know, I used to prefer almonds, but I think I prefer cashew nuts now. They're more creamier. Almonds are a bit like bitty. But yeah, handful of cashew nuts. I'm not sure if you're supposed to have that many, but I tend to go for a handful or two if I'm hungry enough. It's just a simple way to get a snack without having to then, you know, risk going high, going low because you've taken some insulin, because you don't need insulin for nuts because it's just fat essentially. No, guess what I'm doing today?
Going to the gym?
Nope. Oh well, hopefully later.
Going for food with me?
Yes, you're on the right topic there. I'm recording everything that I eat today. Ooh,
almost killed a bird.
Small bird there. So you can tell by my outfit, I'm definitely not working today. You're looking more professional though.
A little bit.
And you're forcing me to go out for lunch. Okay, so I've got some chicken wings, 10 of them, and some hummus and chips. Don't know why, just thought I needed something else. Emily has
a panini with barbecue sauce and chicken and bacon and some fries, chips. Healthy.
It is rather sweet. So, going to test my blood sugar. I've just changed my insulin pump, so it's going to be interesting to see if that's made my blood sugar go up or down. Nice. I'm really struggling to get blood out today. Okay. So, fingerprint test. The thing is, I've got to guess really how many carbs is in all of this, because even if I googled it, it wouldn't be accurate. Like I wouldn't be able to get an accurate idea of how many carbs is in all of this unless I brought a weighing scale, which I don't really want to do. So 7, which is good. But I'm gonna say, what do you think? How many carbs?
I have no idea.
Go on, guess. Grams of carbs.
100.
100? No, that's way too much. I'm going to probably say 40, 45. It's very slow. Emily's pretty much finished her meal. I'm not even started mine. Oh.
I am not. I just want to say I'm not finished yet. He's a liar.
It's a second one. That's 3.3 units of insulin. In it goes. Now I can eat. There we go.
Why are you hunched over like that?
So it can see me. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'll see you in a bit. Now, pizza is my absolute favourite meal, but it's not something that I eat all the time, because eating pizza, when does this go today? Eating pizza can be very tricky for someone with type 1 diabetes, like me. So when I eat pizza, it's usually somewhere between 70 to 120 grams of carbohydrates. Now that's a whole lot of insulin to have to take. So I discovered this. I got it for £3 in Asda, the No Dough Pizza Co. So it's made out of a cauliflower base. Now I make cauliflower pizzas I have done in the past, but they're so time consuming to make, and they make such a mess because you're grating cauliflower, you're squeezing all the water out of cauliflower, you've got to put it into like a dough, mash it all down. It takes a long time. I remember I used to make them after work and I'd be cooking until like 11, and it's just like, what is the point? So in this whole pizza, and I'm going to have the whole pizza, there is a total of 50 grams of carbohydrate. I'm not sure where that's coming from, because if it's a cauliflower base, then I don't know where that's coming from, because there's no carbs in cauliflower. No dough pizza base, cauliflower, fava bean flour. Oh, so there is a little bit. So there's bean flour and bean flour. Must be some carbs in there. Still more than I expected. I didn't expect there to be 50 grams of carbs in something with no dough in it, but there we go. The fava beans must be pretty carby. So in this goes. It doesn't take long to cook. It only takes about 10 minutes. So that means I'm going to have dinner nice and quick. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that's it. A final blood test then, just to see how we are finishing off the day. Obviously I'm going to do a few more, but this is the final one that I'll do on camera, because this is going to be the last thing that I'm going to be eating today. I really can't get blood out. Okay, here we go. .3. So it's coming down slowly, but the thing is, though, this pump will work out that it'll know that, so I'll tell it that I'm going to have 50 carbs now, and it won't give me the full dose. It'll give me a little bit off because my blood sugar has been dropping over the past few hours very, very slowly. So, ham and mushroom. It's really nice. I would recommend those. That's the No Dough Pizza Co. £3 in Asda I got it for. So that's it. That's another day of eating with diabetes. The reason I wanted to put this out there is to just show more of a normal day, because of the one that I did before was a day when I was being healthy. So this is a regular day for me. I'm still planning to do a cheat day with type 1 diabetes. So look out for that. That'll be coming soon. But yeah, that was a day of my eating with type 1 diabetes. Let me know what tips and tricks you use, if you're diabetic or not, to make sure you're eating a little bit healthier, and what are your favourite foods. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.